Hey everyone, it's Victoria with Nutrition by Victoria, and today I thought I'd film a Q&A. I've recently got a few questions on my Instagram, so I thought I would address them in this video. You can ask me questions at any time, leave a comment down below, or you can ask me on my Instagram, Nutrition by Victoria, or my Facebook page, Nutrition by Victoria, and I will get to you. Okay, first question is, do you get much sleep? I'm a nursing mom of a 1-year-old and I'm up a lot. Do you have any tips? Okay, this is probably my favorite question out of the group today because I feel you, honey. I have a 2-year-old, 2 years and 3-month-old, and she is just, I think she's cutting her 2-year molars right now, and she's just been up a lot. She goes to bed super late, wakes up super early, is up throughout the night to nurse, and I'm just like, girl, I'm trying to cut you off. So I have started to try to wean, but you know, it's natural for kids to go to 3 years old nursing. That's what I think the average nursing age is like worldwide. So all I can say is that, you know, try to rest when the baby is napping, but you know, my baby's napping right now and I'm filming a YouTube video and then I just picked blueberries, but I am trying to rest when I can, sleep when the baby sleeps, and make sure you're not using caffeine because that will just put you in even more of a rest debt because it burns out your adrenals even further, more than lack of sleep already does. And just take really good care of your body, get enough water, get enough carbohydrates from fruit, rice, sugar, potatoes. I have found that being a mom has gotten a lot easier when I increase the amount of sugar that is in my diet. Wasn't cutting it on whole foods. I feel like that was creating even more of an adrenal problem because I just simply wasn't getting enough carbohydrates in on just whole foods. So hopefully those tips help. I feel you though. We just need a good night of uninterrupted sleep for like a year and we'll be back to normal, right? Okay, next question. I don't want to gain all the weight back plus because I restricted. Do you have any tips? So I'm actually in a little bit of recovery from adaptive thermogenesis myself. This can happen whenever you are in a situation where you don't have enough food for a prolonged period of time, whether you're doing the whole foods thing, the low calorie density thing, you are fasting, you're doing keto, you're on any kind of diet plan, you're unknowingly, you know, not getting enough calories, you're taking stimulants and appetite suppressants and weight loss pills, you're smoking, you know, it all creates a similar metabolic debt. Some is worse than others. Depends on your body. Birth control pills can set you up for a longer metabolic healing period. But here is my tips. Don't restrict the carbs. Don't think that, oh, you know, if I just eat whole food carbohydrates, this process is going to go faster. It does the opposite, it goes slower. So add in the refined carbohydrates. Eat as much as you want every day, all the time, and that will get your metabolism back up and things smoothing out a lot quicker, get you plateaued quicker, and start the weight loss or the fat loss, the necessary fat loss process back up again. But you're looking at least, you know, a year for this to happen, realistically. But if you think about it, you know, think about where you're going to be at if you're experiencing the weight gain right now. Just imagine where you want to see yourself a year from now. And you'll probably be on the downward slope by then. If you are getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, eating enough carbohydrates. The sleep and the carbohydrates and the water are the 3 main factors that you really want to be consistent about. And then exercise. You want to be consistently exercising throughout this process too, so that you're training your metabolism to use the energy that's coming in for something beneficial to your body. Getting fitter translates to quicker weight loss results as well. So, and then keep in mind too that your body's probably not going to look the same as it did when you were starving it or dehydrating it or whatever you were doing previously. A lot of women, or people in general, I shouldn't say just women, have this misconception that a woman's body should be super cut and toned and defined, when we naturally hold a little bit more body fat and a little bit more fluid to keep our hormones in balance. So this is about balance. It's not about, extreme amounts of weight loss here. You want your body to be healthy while lean and fit. Okay, so this kind of leads into the next question. Is this all about weight loss? How about other conditions like endometriosis, PCOS, cysts, Candida, and early menopause? So, just checking the time. The last question branches into this one. So this process isn't just about weight loss. If it was, I would say cut your calories, take appetite suppressants, use stimulants, go low carb, do a water fast, and you'll lose weight. But what sets this lifestyle apart from other programs is that it's health promoting. So we're putting your health first, and when your body's healthy and everything is in balance with your hormones, for women particularly your female hormones, then the weight loss happens naturally. And it's not a forcing thing, it's just a natural process of your body being in balance. So that's what this whole concept is about, is bringing the body back into balance, metabolic balance, hormonal balance, psychological balance, emotional balance, physical balance, in order to be the most optimal version of yourself possible. And with that comes health and a lean, fit body based on your genetics. So not everybody's body is going to look the same. Some women need to hold more fat and fluid on their body to create that hormonal balance that is necessary for them to not experience some of these female disorders like endometriosis, PCOS, cysts, Candida. Well, the endo, the PCOS, the cysts, and the early menopause, that is all hormonal driven disorders, for female disorders for the most part. And endo and PCOS and cysts, I'm not sure so much about early menopause, just because I haven't done a lot of research as to why some people menopause early and some people don't. I'm assuming it all comes down to your general health and what you're eating. So in general, when you're eating a low fat, high carb, plant-based, vegan diet, you're not dealing with the fats and the animal hormones that drive these disorders to be out of balance and create the havoc that they do in the body. PCOS is definitely a disorder that is created from uncontrolled blood sugar levels, and that is a result of too much fat in the bloodstream. So many people are confused with the blood sugar thing, the diabetes thing, the PCOS. Everyone thinks, including health professionals, that elevated blood glucose, which every time you eat, your blood sugar goes up. If it didn't, it means you're dead. But the thing is, you don't want it to stay up. It should come back down. And then you eat again, it goes back up, and then it comes back down. As that sugar, when it goes up in your bloodstream, it gets transported to your cells, and then so your level goes back down. Then you need to eat once it gets too low. So the problem is that when you have too much fat in your blood, it blocks insulin, or blocks these receptor sites for the sugar, and insulin, which is a transport molecule for sugar, it can't get in because the receptor is just coated in all this fat, the cell receptor. So you take the fat out of the diet, you do some exercise, and you take the fat out of the blood, so low fat diet plus exercise, you get your blood sugar levels back to normal, insulin can work better, so you have increased insulin sensitivity, decreased insulin resistance. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, so when you have that in general, you're getting rid of the PCOS and you're getting rid of the Candida. So Candida, if you're dealing with Candida effects, which is like a yeast that is within our body that when it gets out of balance, it creates, vaginal yeast infections and other kind of problems like chronic fatigue, things like that. Now, I've never had an issue with Candida, but I've also never eaten a lot of fat. And especially on this lifestyle, I eat a lot of sugar, and I don't have Candida problems because my diet is low in fat. The Candida eats the sugar, but because the fat's not there, again, creating the blood sugar problems, creating the hormonal issues, you're not getting the Candida out of balance where it's causing an issue. So this leads in now to, what is your thoughts about Candida, digestive issues, and bloating? So these, again, are all caused from too much fat, not enough carbs, not enough water, not enough sleep, and probably not enough exercise. So when you get all of the factors of this lifestyle in balance, you start to reap the benefits. Your digestion improves, Candida goes away, any kind of hormonal health issues or dietary health issues that you might have been experiencing, they start to diminish. In fact, if you're on medication and you are adopting this lifestyle, it's important that you go let your doctor know and then regularly go see your doctor, because your insulin probably needs to be lowered after a while, blood pressure medication probably needs to be lowered. So just keep that in mind. This diet produces health. It brings everything back into balance. Okay, last question was about my coaching. Do I coach people? Have I had success coaching people? So yes, I do have a coaching group. I used to do private consults, but I found that it is easier for me right now to do coaching in a group format. So I have a private Facebook group that I offer unlimited coaching. So you sign up for lifetime membership, or you sign up, you pay the $40 fee, and you get lifetime membership to my coaching group, where you can ask questions, you can post your daily meal plans, and I can let you know what I think. For those that are currently in my group, you guys need to ask more questions, because I am just dying every day. I go and check it. I'm like, oh, where's everybody? So we have a group right now of about 20 or so folks, and it's really great. Like I said, I used to do private consults. One particular case really just made me so proud of what I do and humble at the same time, because this really works. I had a woman who came from anorexia, and she was like, I don't want to go down the standard eating disorder rehab route. I want to be vegan and I want to do this right. And so we worked together, and now she has a little baby of her own. Prior, she wasn't getting periods. She was having trouble conceiving. So those are the kinds of things that make me really just keep me going. I love hearing positive results. Some people, a lot of the folks that I work with are coming from metabolic damage. So that healing process takes longer. That's why I created the coaching group, because I usually can't cover everything in just a week of coaching. So then you have the unlimited lifetime coaching, where I can give you advice and check on your progress, and you can let me know how you're doing, and then we can move forward from there. And maybe you need a month to just kind of figure it out, and then you can come back and ask a question, and you have that availability all the time with just the one-time fee. So that's it for this video. I don't want it to get too long. Hopefully it helps somebody out there, with answering these questions. Like I said, leave any more questions you have down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.